Hey everybody. So alright, yeah, we gotta change this. Wait a second. It's not Go we're learning today, it will be Vim instead. And if you haven't been in the realm of computer science or productivity or like computer pro usage, if you haven't been in that realm, you might be wondering what Vim is. It's just so my understanding is it's a very powerful text editing and manipulation tool, and then that's the baseline of it, and then you can extend it in a whole bunch of possible ways. And people get really crazy with it, and so I always thought, like, okay, I know the QWERTY keyboard, I know the regular keyboard, that unless you get really customizable with it, there's other keyboard layouts. Myself and almost everyone else I know just learned, and maybe 40 minutes a day since from 3rd to 5th grade, in elementary school, we learned how to basically just type and try and get really good at typing on like a standard keyboard layout and using a mouse and just general basic computer skills. And so I thought I was basically just good at typing. Why would I need a different skill set than that? Why should I go back and reinvent my fundamentals? And I never had a really good reason for it, other than the fact that people, I went to school majoring in computer science, and people just who've tried Vim are like fanatics about it. This will be my first time actually really trying it, but I'm basically doing this on stream to be accountable and maybe have a little bit more fun with it. And like, if people show up that do know Vim, because I put Vim in the title, I put Vim in the tags, I put Vim everywhere. So if people do show up just because they like the vibes or want to see someone fail at Vim or give advice, or they're just very, if you know Vim, my experience is that like those of you that know Vim love telling people about it and maybe correcting me if I get stuck. Who knows? I might become one of those people today. I only have a few hours. Less than a few hours, actually. I have very little time to stream. I probably should have done this on the day I had more time. But there's a few methods I want to use to learn Vim. So one of them is a game called Vim Adventures, which apparently is the best way to help you learn Vim from what I've seen on forums about people talking about this game. It's a very old game. From at least 2012. I think it's from earlier than that, or at least it has been in development since earlier than that. Let's actually pull this up. All right, get out of OBS and go to our full desktop. Cool. Yeah, so this is the first sort of gamified way I want to learn, just because it seems like it's really accessible. There's also the Viminator, which we could try. It looks like I have to eliminate all this text, and it will tell me a little bit about how to do so. So that seems like a little bit of a gamified way to do it. Also, seems pretty fun. Obviously failing at this first attempt, but we'll come back to this. There's also something. I think hopefully I just installed. These are the last two commands I ran. I ran install Vim and install Neovim, because Neovim seems like I've read a little bit about this, so I'm probably going to butcher the explanation, but Neovim seems like an extension of Vim, basically. It's Vim plus a bunch of configuration plus a bunch of plugins that make it easier, more accessible to both get started, and then once you're started, to work with modern languages and get up to speed and get productive, but at the cost of you using someone else's configuration, basically, at the cost of you just buying into opinions, and maybe not experience the full extensibility of Vim. But okay, so the first two commands I run were install Vim, install Neovim, and theoretically we could do something called Vimtutor. Okay, I don't exactly know what happened. I think it had to do with the fact that the file didn't exist because it was something with WSL, or maybe this happens the first time you use Vimtutor. Okay, anyway, I guess we have that up now. And then the third thing you'll see is that we also have like a keylogger down here, or a key screen capture for my keyboard, so you can see what I type. So there's that too. And otherwise, I think it would just, like, the user experience of the stream would be very poor. Because Vim doesn't seem to be much of a graphical masterpiece, which is good, I think. Like, it's not trying to be. But we're looking at a visual stream right now, so I think that's what I think this is necessary. Let me just make sure we're all running up. We're all good. Cool. Okay, so I talked about 3 ways so far. I talked about Vim Adventures. I talked about the Viminator. I talked about what was not this Vimtutor, and then the last way is, let's just see. Hopefully we're still signed into GitHub, and we have this Go scraper. But I just started learning Go also like a week ago. No, not a week ago. It's probably 2 weeks ago at this point. And just because I didn't know any better, I didn't know anything about packages. I didn't architect my Go system very well, and so everything is in a almost 400 line main.go file. And if we get very good at Vim, then it should be easy enough to just separate these out into modules, and I don't know if I'm going to butcher it again, modules versus packages, but separate them out and then bring them back and reference all of them in main.go and have like a much more well-architected Go system. It should be very easy to do that if I learn enough Vim, and hopefully very pleasant to do that as well. So it seems like a good test. how well can I do it just by using the keyboard, maybe. I'm not sure if that's even the goal. I get maybe, hopefully we'll learn a little bit about Vim on the way. Like for people like me that don't know much about it, I think that's where this shines. Okay, it looks like everything I've been typing has been showing up here as well. Dang. Okay, so hopefully I'm not doing too... I think when push comes to shove, I'll figure out how to get out of here. I don't necessarily know how to quit. I'm being real about that. I don't actually know how to quit. But it should tell you somewhere in here, right? Like, okay. Yes, okay. That's one of the first lessons, thankfully. Cool. Okay. So we should be fine. We'll be fine. Let's actually just get started with one of the before I mess up the Vimtutor editor too much, maybe we should just get started learning in one of the easiest barrier to entry ways from what it looks like, and just have a chill like Vim adventure. Alright. Press any key to start. This is cool. So it's cool. So it looks like looks like K, H, L, J are WASD. Okay, so let's go. Yippee! Oh, wait a second. Okay, let me get back on the path. Yippee! Cool. Yippee! I can't believe it. The shadowy cursor has come at last. Soon the old prophecy will be fulfilled. Okay, that's fun. Okay, so I'm just using the instructions to go up and down. Okay, I saw someone do something like 8 and then press a button and it would do whatever button or command they want it to initiate like 8 times. I guess we don't have every command unlocked. I guess it's gonna let us get them one by one. Alright, can we get past these rocks? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. I do not like that boink sound. I don't want to get boinked. So let's try and be actually accurate with our movement here. And I'm using my right hand for everything, which is a little weird because I'm just, as a gamer, I like WASD for everything. I'm used to moving around with that, but I think there's a very good reason we don't use WASD. Okay, let's see what she says. There's a built-in help system. Okay, just type :help. Let's see, :help J. Okay, let's see, J, 2J. So, okay, so theoretically we could do 2J and it would go down 2 lines, it looks like, but we just don't have access to that yet. Let's keep going, I guess. I think we could go up this ramp. Yep. Okay. What does she have to say? Yippee! Okay, so we need more power-ups, it looks like, to get back to this chest at a later time. How about this key? Will this key help? Will this give us new letters? Okay. I should probably move my right hand over one key so like it looks my index finger is on the H key. And okay, that means all 4 fingers are lined up. It feels a little bit unnatural though. Like my index finger's used to being on the J key. Okay. L for left. Or L for right. I gotta remember that. I think I can remember that. L for right. And as long as I mix up my lefts and rights, I can remember L for right is a command. Okay, so now that we have a key, we should be able to get this chest, right? Maybe this chest will get us the extra commands. Can we get through here? What about these are the 3 buttons it needs us. So okay, I guess we have to look for them somewhere else. Okay. In that case, let's move on. Okay, so this is what the key was for. Cool, just unlock that. Yippee! We made it through the maze. Okay, so moving up and down to a shorter line moves you to the last column in the shorter line. So it keeps you in the column where you started. Okay, so let's see. So if we go down... Okay, so we'll be in the 4th column if it exists. Otherwise, we'll be in the last column. Okay, that's cool. That's like a simple conditional. So I guess we could just... This should bring us past the barrier, right? Yippee! I'm just going down. Yippee! Yeah, it made us past the... Crap. Okay, wait a sec. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we gotta make it past this barrier now by going up with K. Okay, looks like we're good. And then up again. Not down, up again. Looks like we are good. Okay, very good. Shadowy one. You learned the HJKL skill. Go on, cool. Nice. Next level. Oh my gosh, I'm not so sure I learned the HJKL skill. I'm sort of button mashing a little bit. Okay. Okay. Vim totally rules. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. There will come a time before open source's golden era when the bugs rule the land and the darkness is deep. But from the shadows, a shadowy one emerges to restore the old code, and the power of Vim will prevail. Now go back. Vim totally... Okay, cool. So, okay, cool. Wait a second. Could that be the W key we were missing? Let's go. Word. Nice. We're flying now. Nice. Okay, cool. Boom. We just flew through the entire section by mashing W. Awesome. Okay, so let's go back, I guess. Wait a second. No, let's see if we can go up. I guess we can't exactly go up, so let's try going back. Okay. So to use these cool like teleports, I guess we gotta be on text. Okay, let's see. Okay. B. Let's grab the key while we're here, actually. Let's grab these we teleported into this section. While we're here, we can grab the resources. Forward to the end of word count. Oh, okay. So it goes to the end of the, I guess. If we're in the middle of the, that's my guess. Let's see. No, it's going to the end of every word. I guess if you're in the middle of the word, it will go to the end of the word, but otherwise it will. So what's the difference between, okay, you're traversing with W and you start at the beginning of every word when you traverse. You're traversing with E and you go to the end of every word when you traverse. Okay. How does that help us? Let's see. Let's see what happens when we go all the way back. Okay. No, okay, let's go through a couple words and then I guess we can't just teleport over water. That's the issue. How did that work before, though? Okay. Can we go down to... No, we can't. We can't go over the water this time? Okay. So we have W, E, and B. We should be able to traverse this if we just do B. Oh, awesome. Okay, that was much easier than expected. We just had to go back through that rock. We have 2 keys. Let's just easily grab the third now. Go back through everything. Nope. E goes to the end of totally. That's why we got the E key there. Awesome, that works. And go to the end here and go all the way down. This feels cool. So we're going word by word and just like, it feels nice. You don't have to click anywhere. Like I haven't been tempted to click once this whole time. Okay, so keep going down and unlock all these things. Yippee! Okay, so we learned some word navigation. I suggest you head for the dreadful text islands, but be careful. Let's go! Okay, we're here. We're at the next level 3, it looks like. Okay. Yippee! Bugs have been changing our text for so long now that we barely remember how they used to be. Luckily, the bugs used red ink when adding stuff. Please help us fix it. How can I do that? What does this key do? Let's see. Words backwards. Position the cursor at the beginning of the word. Isn't this already what we have? Okay, let's see what the example does. I thought this is what we already have. Okay, so let's see what the lowercase b motion is then. B motion. Words backwards. Okay. So maybe it's just a different definition of word versus words. So a word consists of letters, digits, and underscores, or a sequence. A lowercase word consists of like all characters, it looks like. And what's an uppercase? Let's do help word, all uppercase. A word is a non-blank characters. Okay, so the only difference it looks like is just blanks versus not blanks, in my experience, I guess. So how can we fix this text? Let's see. Let's see if this guy will tell us how. The text islands below guard the power of deletion, but no one succeeded in getting it. They were all caught in a nasty loop and disappeared? I'll teleport back here in 30 seconds so you won't get lost on these islands. Oh, thank you. That means we can't ever get there. Let's see. So we have to navigate through this in 30 seconds. Well, truth. This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on and yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. What? Oh yeah, it's in an infinite loop. So what? Hold on, wait. The rocks are covering the characters S, A, D, P, D, G, C, G, J. Okay, I thought the first few letters the rocks were covering were SAD, so I thought it was trying to spell out a message just by what characters are obscured. Okay, let's see. So we actually need to remember, like, stop getting donked and remember our J's and K's. Move up and down. Okay. Okay, so because this is a speed run now, we gotta get through this in 30 seconds. Yippee! Let's see, what happens if we just do www. No, what? Okay, so E Okay, so I mean it worked just matching WE and WE. I want to try that one more time actually though. Delete some level of characters under and after the cursor in the current line. Just the same as DL. Okay, so the DL looks like delete letter, X looks like just get rid of letter. Okay, I'm trying to memorize mnemonics to keep track of what we're learning. This makes sense though. Okay. I want to try this one more time though. Will it give me the timer? It will. It will. Great. Okay, so we can do W until the beginning of the word is blocked by a rock. And then we can do E until the end of the word is blocked by the rock. So we can't do W here because people is missing, but we can do E and it will get us there. Then we have to do W. Then we have to do W, E, W, W. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. W, mash it until we get to the end. Then we do E. Then we do W, of course. We do E. We have to do W here. E, W. And then we could just do E until the end. Nice. Okay. And he'll teleport us back. Nice. Thank you. So we did actually learn something there. I just gotta remember to keep my fingers in the right place. Because J and K are such a nuisance. But okay, here we go. Can we do 3x? No, but we can just do XX. X here, and then of course just do X here twice. Roses are red, violets are blue. Go to is evil, so is the flu. Go to, is that like a cheat sheet? Is that aid for you know, climbers think that that anything that helps you climb is like something called aid. It doesn't, like, it is against the rules. So maybe go to is aid for the Vim world. Now that we have this key, can we continue? I'm trying to get to this lady. I still suck. Okay. I did. You must recover the lost artifact hidden in the maze and return here ASAP. Alright. Now that we have WEB, we can do so. And then we could just go up from here, right? Yeah. Easy. Oh my gosh, I suck at this basic commands though. We can just do I wonder why it lets you traverse water here, but not anywhere else. Nope, it's a trap. And I knew it was a trap, but I kept going just because I tried to get out of it, but it's just my bad Vim knowledge kept me going up. This maze is not hard. Vim is still pretty hard. Okay. Now we can... That's tricky. Who would have known? Okay, so we can unlock this chest. What's happening? Are we done? Okay, I'm not gonna pay $30 at the drop of a hat, but maybe it could be a sub goal, you know? Like, if people want to see this, maybe the first $30 in the channel could be spent toward this. I don't know. We don't even have subs yet at this point. This channel's not making any money. I don't know if I could justify a limited time license, but maybe 6 months from now, like, it looks like this is just 6 months access anyways, we can come back to this. We'll see how the channel's doing. Hey, okie dokie, how are you doing? Do you know about Vim? Alright, so we just finished an adventure game where what we do is, you can see like the stuff appearing on the screen in the bottom right. We just finished an adventure game where you navigate by using keyboard shortcuts on text. So I think that's a fun time, and I think over the long run it will help you with your busyness. Hopefully you get better at that. If you want to, check out Vim when you're a little bit less busy. Like, that's what we're doing today. And productivity experts swear by it. So I'm checking it out. But I hope you have some time to relax after your busy day. Good luck dealing with all that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna try and do the tutorial now for Vim. It looks like and you can see everything I typed up until this point on the tutorial page. I think I know enough after that game to try and actually manipulate some text here, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, not implying that you need to use it or anything, okie dokie, but it definitely is like a rabbit hole you could go down. So I've never actually really checked it out until this stream. This stream is sort of like a way for me to accountably check it out. So let's see how it goes. So we learned this in Vim Adventures, the HJKL. Okay, so yeah, L. We're just going down. We're going down through the file right now. Easy. We could skip this part. Note, before executing any of the steps below, read this entire lesson. Press the escape key to make sure you're in normal mode. Escape. Perfect. I don't like that sound. Okay, don't execute any of the steps below. It's time. I instantly broke that lesson by executing step 1. Let's see. I'm not going to do this, but we're supposed to type :Q exclamation point. This exits the editor, discarding any changes you have made. Get back in here by executing the command that got you into this tutor. That might be Vimtutor. Enter. Okay, if we've gone through these steps memorized and are confident, exercise the steps. Okay, let's try it out. Escape. We already did that, so :Q exclamation. Nope. 1 second. Let's try that again. :Q exclamation point. Enter. And then just Vimtutor enter. And we're back in. Hopefully? Are we back in? Let's quit out again. Escape :Q exclamation point enter and see what this message is, because it keeps coming up. Copying English version. Okay, so it's just making a copy, it looks like, every time we do this. Okay, so we're done at lesson 1.2. Let's see if we could do like 20J. Did that work? No. Okay. We're typing. Now we're in command mode, right? 20J. 100J. That does work. Okay, so we maybe go 50 back up. That's fun. Okay, cool. Okay. So we did it. Move the cursor down to lesser 1.3. Press X to delete the character under the cursor. That's what we just learned. So we could go here and XXX. We're deleting this instruction. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Move the cursor to the line below marked. Oh, okay. Move it to the arrow line. Here we go. And to fix the errors, move the cursor until it is on top of the character to be deleted. Let's go. The cow jumped over the moon. Okay, so delete the C, delete this D, and delete this. Easy. Looks good. Now that the line is correct. Okay, we're so good. Maybe it's just because we had some adventure to help us out beforehand, but this is feeling really easy. Okay, so what do we need to do? This text. There's some text missing from this line. Move the cursor to the first line below marked. To make the first line the same as the second, move the cursor on top of the character before which the text is to be inserted. Okay, so we go up and then we go down, but we go all the way to the so the space is the character before all the insertion text. Let's see. That's right? Press I and type in the necessary additions. 1 second. Try that out in a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so the bottom right thing, I don't know if you could see it that well, but my cursor down here looks like this changed to insert. And then if we press escape, that goes away. But I insert. Cool. Okay. Type in the necessary additions. Nope. That did not work. Okay, so it looks like the arrow keys do work as well, but we technically shouldn't be using them. We should be using the IJK, HJKL. Also not be using them until we get back to escape, and then we use them. So that's mind-boggling to me a little bit, because HJKL can be typing, but it can also be movement. That's a little crazy to me. I guess we could keep trying it. So we should insert here. We should insert the word sun space. Then we press escape to return to normal mode. And we use HJKL to move. I escape. I'm so tempted to use the arrow keys right now instead of moving in between modes. That doesn't seem like a escape. That doesn't seem very efficient, but I guess it's just breaking the default pattern that I'm following. We're only on the first sub-lesson. We're only on the fourth sub-lesson of the first lesson. So this is the first thing that I'm like, this is pattern breaking to me, so it's not natural. But I guess that's what learning is about. Move to lesson 1.5. Okay. And I guess one cool thing is I'll get good at estimating line numbers, maybe? Like we could do 30J. We're still in lesson 1.5 basically. That's cool. So, no wait, we're actually way down at the bottom. Okay. Press A to append text. Move the cursor to the, press capital A it looks like. Okay. Because this looks very case sensitive actually. Press capital A to append text. Move the cursor to the arrow line. We got that far. And then press capital A and type is line. That seems much more natural. Actually, that's really cool. So it doesn't matter what character the cursor is. If we press A, we'll go to the end of the line. That's actually really cool. Jeez. I mean, in a stretch, maybe I don't know if I could come up with an example that would be useful, but I imagine it will be. Like, I just can't think of it right now, but append seems much better than insert when you can do that. Okay, editing a file. Before executing any of the steps below, beat this entire lesson. So we're going to exit this file, and then at the shell prompt, type this command. Vim, in this case, we're using nvim. Beautiful. File.txt, enter. Use the name of a file that you can change. Insert and delete text as you learned in the previous lessons. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, so we're just going to come up with our own file. Let's see. Oh, are we? Did the music stop? Let me try and reboot it. And let's get out of this file. :Q exclamation point, enter. Okay, so can we edit? I don't think that would be a good idea. We're in the system settings. Okay, so let's try going to our home folder. This should be our home folder. cmd/c/. Oh, you know what? Let's stay at the home folder. Let's see if there's persistence here. So I can make a new file by doing touch new file dot text, and then open it with nvim. Let's try that out. Nvim new file dot text. I think we're in. So, okay, we gotta go into append mode. I'm gonna do append mode, and hello world, we are Viminator. And then I'm adding some words for immediate effect, so that we could go escape and we could hopefully backspace through all of these. Awesome. Just like we learned in Vim Adventures. So, okay, let's try the difference between backspace and backspace. So words do not include special characters, but words do. Okay, so through this example, earlier we were confused about capital B and W versus lowercase b and w. Looks like, you see how we're navigating more slowly with the lower cases versus the upper cases seem much faster. It's because the upper cases are including special characters. The only thing they're not including is space, whereas lowercase words are getting stuck at every special character. So cool. So let's try inserting here. Wow. Nice. And then we can press capital A, but that doesn't work until we go back to escape mode. Then we append at the end. And then we escape and HJKL. Awesome. No new line happens when we do enter unless we do I enter. And let's keep our fingers on the HJKL. That seems to be what Vim Adventures wants us to do. Vim Adventures 1. To keep fingers on HJKL. Which is weird, because when I'm typing, I'm not going to change my keyboard instantly, you know? And when I'm typing, I want to be at JKL semicolon. That's especially useful for, like, that's been foundational for me, like, I guess not anymore, but, like, when I was learning, like, I loved having that semicolon pinky to cap off a line. And now that we're moving to H, enter is so much more far away. It's so weird seeing like space separated words show up down at the bottom. Okay, wait, so we can J, we can K, and if we go L here and then J a little bit and then K back up, we're basically validating what Vim Adventures told us. We're in the middle of a text line. That's pretty cool. Cool. And we keep our place in the text line up until the maximum of the other potential text lines. So if we KK, it goes to where we are in the text line, and this is less of a line. You know what I mean. Okay. So this is pretty nice. Does down arrow, up arrow do the same thing? It actually does do the same thing, so it seems impressive. It seems impressive. And of course, we can't type anything until we colon WQ exclamation point, enter. And then let's see what new file.txt has for us. Cat new file. It's there. Awesome. It persisted. And can we open Vimtutor from here? And go like down 100. Oh, I see what's happening. We're in a mode called replace until we press escape for the first time. Okay, so let's do another like maybe 60J and keep going down. So we know all these commands. That's pretty good. Lesson 1 complete. Does that show up? Yeah, it did. Cool. Nice. Lesson 2 deletion. So we were just getting started with deletion, and the game Vim Adventures started to get really good until we were locked out of it. So let's actually have some fun with deletion. Alright, someone actually told me about just pressing capital Z, and going back in Vim Tutor. Just seems like a way to exit it as well. Okay. CQ. CT? Oh. Okay. So ZZ. That's cool. So there's multiple ways to do things. ZZ just exits and saves, and ZQ exits without saving. Alright. That actually seems way more friendly than :WQ exclamation point. ZZ just seems much better, you know? So thank you. Let's get down to lesson 2. Let's fill my screen with J's. Okay, press escape to make sure you're in normal mode. We are. Move the cursor to the line marked arrow. Just get up there. There are some words fun that don't belong paper in a sentence. There are some words that don't belong in this sentence. So let's delete fun and paper. Okay. So we go to that word. Let's try it out. Do we have to go into insertion mode? No, let's just try typing D. And let's try cap. Oh wait, down here. D. And let's do capital W. Now that we know that, let's use big boy words here. Let's not shy away from using big boy words when we can. So the letter D is not appearing on the last line of the screen. And I think that's because wait, is it appearing on the last line of the screen? Let's try it out. D. It is not. It's way down here. It's down here. Like, it's hard to see behind the camera. Let's escape, and you can see the bracket right here. But then if I type D, it appears right here as well. So that's been hidden the whole time. Let's this should work. Okay, so if we continue, let's continue. We didn't even have to exit insertion mode. So if we type D, does that appear? It's so tiny, but yeah, you can see that. I don't know what else I could do. Can we control plus? Okay, I think we'll have to live with this. Oh no, alright, just the zoom wheel worked. Alright, it's pretty fun to stream with music. This is Stream Maps, by the way, so we should be okay for. This is like arcade music. We should be okay. The whole point of this is that It's okay. So let's go back to arcade. It's supposed to be like copyright free music. Anyways. Like, this is intense. This is not intense stuff at all, but it's like, I don't want to Vim myself out. So I think, let's see how much more there is to lesson 2. Maybe we just do lesson 2, maybe lesson 3 if we're feeling it, but for sure lesson 2. So we just did we did the lead word. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. We'll learn Vim slowly and steadily. All right. If people are here, like, feel free to like jump ahead. I'm gonna take my time getting the ins and outs of this. Like, I have a feeling just time using it will serve me well. So I'm not in a rush to do anything. Like, in fact, I want to go slow. I want to savor the Vimming a little bit, you know? Press escape to make sure you're normal. Sure. Somebody typed the end of this line twice. End of this line twice. So, I see what they're having us do. They want us to delete end of this line twice. I'm not even reading the instructions. Let's try this out. $. Move the cursor. Okay, I should have read the instructions because it looks like they want me to insert that period back. But of course not there. I gotta escape. I gotta move the character up. And then I got to insert period. But somehow, okay, so what I do not like is that I don't like how you can't insert stuff at the end of the line. So, okay, let's go into, we can't move. This is the furthest right we can move in the line. Sorry for all the Windows noises. But then if we go into insert mode and then start inserting stuff, it's gonna put stuff before the period. This is what I hate about insert mode. You know what? You know what? That's what append is for. I was gonna say, this is why I'll try and use append as much as possible, but that's actually, that sounds like the point of append. So if I escape and then I go to capital A, it starts typing after the end of the line. There's a reason. Okay, there's a reason they taught us both of these. Cool. Complaint neutralized. I'm back on neutral terms with Vim. Let's keep going. Let's move on to lesson 2.3 to understand what is happening. Like a pro, we get out of insert mode back into normal mode. I feel like I feel like a pro. I'm doing the most basic ever, but it just feels like, it feels so nice. I sort of get the hype for it. It feels nice when you're like, let's keep going. We don't even need to scroll this file. We just press J a bunch of times and there's auto scrolling. We don't need a mouse around here. Okay, so what's happening? So D is the delete operator. Motion will be the operator I'm listed below. So we could do word, we could do end of the current word, and we could do $. So we know that. Okay, cool. We understand that, actually. Using a count for emotion. Type a number before emotion repeats it at many times. Move the cursor to the start of the line below. Art. Arrow? Okay, of course. Let's get back up to this line. And how do we get to the start? It seems like we should just be able to get to the start. I guess just by using B, 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 B. And maybe B dollar sign B. No. Okay. Wait, so does that always work? We could go... Okay, so just go to the line above. To get to the start of the first line, I'm gonna just go to the line above and press W. That gets me to the start of the arrow sign line. Type 2W to move the cursor 2 words forward. Easy. Where it is. Type 3E to move the cursor to the end of the third word forward. 3E. Okay, so it gets to the end of is, it gets to the end of just, and then it gets to the end of A. That makes sense. Type 0 to move to the start of the line. Wish we knew that, like, as the first lesson. I swear I didn't read this. I didn't read this at all. We just completely eliminated the strategy that I came up with. 0's much easier to do. And then of course we can press A to get to the end of the line. A escape gets to the end of the line. Perfect. And then 0 gets to the start of the line. Amazing. I'm loving a pen more and more. It gets to the end of the line and then you just do 0 to get to the start. Cool. Move on to lesson 2.5. I feel like we're mastering lesson 2 even better than we mastered lesson 1. Using a count to delete word. Okay, I see what it wants us to do. It wants us to delete the number of uppercase words. Let's try it out. So we go to this line. Of course it already puts us at the beginning, so let's type 2W. This puts us at the beginning of ABC. Of course! We move 2 words ahead, so now let's delete the 2 words ahead of us. So delete 2W. Easy. And then let's type W once and then delete 4W. We're a pro. 3W. Delete 3W. This line of words is cleaned up. That's it. That's really awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm just like chilling here. I have my hand behind my head and I'm deleting the entire line of mixed up words. How cool is that? Okay, these last 2 lessons have really turned me around. Like, I was like, do I enjoy Vim? I don't know. But the 0 and the, like, 5W, like, I can confidently say I'm enjoying Vim. I'm enjoying this. It's a recommendation in my book. We're not supposed to be... Oh, wait a second. Did I not do done here? The stream's supposed to be Vimming. There we go. Vimming. Vim tutorials and learning games. Okay. Oh well. Hopefully this title persists towards the end of the stream. This is like the first time I looked at the... This is the first time I really looked at the stream. I didn't realize the title wasn't updated. I was too busy focused on being an elite pro Vimmer. Is that something people do actually? They say, I use Vim by the way, just like people, I use Arch by the way. I'm looking forward to getting my, by the way, like daily punch pass Okay, type DD to delete the whole line. What about $? Wasn't $sign a line before? Okay, though. Wait a second. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go to the start of this line 0, and then I'm gonna 2D. That worked. So what about just DD? And okay, that doesn't count. We gotta use the K arrow key to get to the start of this line, and then just type DD. That does count. We just fixed this poem speedrun edition. Let's continue. We're now on lesson 2.7, the undo command. Press U to undo the last commands, U to fix the whole line. So what if we didn't do anything on this line and we press capital U? Nothing happens, but if we press underscore U, we go way back. It even brings us back to the area so that we can instantly press the $sign again. I get it. $sign doesn't completely delete the line, it just deletes all the text on the line. So let's undo that and DD, and it deletes the entire line and brings you down. That's why they wanted us to use the perfect instant. What if we just type 1D, enter? I don't know what happened. What if we just press D, enter? Okay, so what I'm guessing happens is undo that. Enter brings us down. So D, enter deletes and brings us down to the next line, so both of those lines are deleted. That's pretty cool. That's dangerous though, that's really dangerous. I guess Vim in general is dangerous. Okay, so what does it want us to do with the undo command here? Okay, so WL. Press X to delete the first ornament character. Great. I forgot about the X already, to be honest. Now type U to undo the last command executed. This time use all of them. Vim is what? I just read to step 7, so you can control R F. So let's undo everything. Like let's undo all our progress in this file. Redo all our progress. This is like a tree of commands, not just a tree of like. That's okay. This isn't actually that mind-boggling, but it seems very mind-boggling to me. Like you do a list of commands, and you undo the effects of the commands, and you redo the effects of the commands. It has to keep like a linked list of a tree of linked lists or something of like command history. There's so much going on under the hood. Okay, so let's speedrun fixing the errors. All right. So get 3 words ahead. Let's see, 3 words X, then get a word ahead. L X. Should have used the 3 there, but that's okay. We can use the 3E here and then J. No, not J. We can use the 3H, the 1L, and the X, and fix the errors on this line and replace them with undo, and then do a capital U to return this line to the original state. And then do a capital R, control capital, okay, so U is a command, it's not an undo of an undo. So you can press capital U, so you can't capital U forever. Once you undo a capital U, it stays like this. Fix the errors on this line. These are very useful commands. Let's go to the summary. Delete from the cursor to the end of a line type, and okay, so this is what it would have explained it to us before. DD deletes the whole line. Man, I'm getting sick. Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. P. So I think we're gonna. I had my mic muted, but we just learned the put command. Like if you saw it, basically just like you yank a line and then p, copy it everywhere. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how Vimtutor is doing this, but but what I've been feeling is like each lesson sort of like I was feeling low energy at the start of lesson 2, and then the hype grew from there. So P is cool and all, but let's actually go up and like D7, D8, I guess. I miscounted, but P is cool, but it killed all the momentum of what we were learning before. Like, can lesson 3 build on the momentum like lesson 2 did and bring us back? I think lesson 3 will be the last lesson we work on today. But I think Vimtutor has been much more awesome than Vim Adventures at this point. Like, we've learned so much more at such a higher, faster pace. So I don't know if I'd recommend Vim Adventures unless you have $25 to spend, maybe $30. What was it? What was it? Let's see. $30 for a 6-month license. But Vimtutor's where it's at. I think this is such a higher, faster pace of learning. Okay, let's carry. Let's see if the momentum of lesson 3 builds. Let's not get too distracted. Okay, go to the beginning of the first line, of course. That's always the first step. We should know this by now. Move the cursor so that it's on top of the first error. Okay, so that's probably like 6W, right? And then B, of course, right? Yeah, and then L. Get back there. No, get back there. Get back there. Yeah, cool. Oh, wait. That wasn't even the first error. Let's go back. First error is like on the first word. Type R and then the character which should be there. So R and E. Wait a second, what has happened? What does A do? A inserts as well? Okay. Let's leave that be for now. So what we're supposed to do is type RN and then just continue going. That's nice, so we don't have to use the cursed insertion mode. We just A. Like, I hate this. Because we have to escape at the end of it. We could just do. Can we do 2R and then type 2 characters? Let's see. 2R YP. Nope. Let's undo that. R. So it did place 2 Y's there. Oh wait, we wanted a Y and a P separately. Okay, so R seems pretty simplistic for now. I wonder if there is a way to do the 2R to type Y and P at the same time. Okay, change until the end of the word. Move the cursor to the first word operator, the first line. And then 0, of course. And then let's do 2W and place the cursor on the Lu in lub W. And then type CE, and it's then the correct word. So okay, CEINE. How's this different than A? Okay, because A appends. Insert and append seem to be like the same thing. Stop using the arrow keys, Daniel. That's going to be a bad habit to break. When, at least in Viminator, stop using the arrow keys. Let's reset. And then L to get over here. And then type CE and do words. Okay, I guess this is good in a niche case, right? Like, but you still have to define what the end of the word is, and you still have to define when you want to go back, escape back into normal mode. Can we, so let's do W. Can we just DW and then append? Oh wait, escape. Insert and type need. So I'm noticing that append moves you one step forward, whereas insert does not. So that's also a cool thing. That seems much more natural to me. I don't think I'll ever use I think I'll use A for append. That just seems way more natural to me. Especially since CER are changing using and then is there a forward delete, or do we just go like press the delete key? I'm just experimenting with how I like getting in between modes. Okay. That seemed like a power up. What about more changes using C? So move the cursor to this line. Let's do $. And then let's do 6W and then W again. $, and then we just have to type the rest of the okay. I wish there was a better way. Lesson 3, this is the end of lesson 3. It seems a little bit like a downer because we need like a better way to just copy and paste what's from that like bottom section into this top section instead of, which is the programmer way, instead of just retyping all of this. It feels a little bit stupid. It feels like way more stupid than the rest of Vim would have you believe. There's no doubt that there's a better way to be copying and pasting this stuff. I'm gonna be okay, I'm gonna do the first lesson. It looks like you just type Control-G. We're on line 495 of 969. It looks like we're about halfway through. At least lengthwise, 51%. There we go. Cool. Vim has a percentage for us. Okay, so we're halfway through Vimtutor. This is a good place to like rest a little bit. I need to go anyways, but it's nice to get this introduction to Vim. Kinda cool. Lesson 2 brought me from like a non-believer. At the start of lesson 2, I was like, oh, this is like mundane, this sort of sucks. To the end of lesson 2, I'm like, try it out. Please just like, to me, at least, to future me, like, keep trying this out. Because my mind's been blown at least like 3 times in lesson 2 and 1 time in lesson 3. In summary, what's the coolest stuff we've learned today? We learned like 1000J to go down to the bottom of the... I just typed 100, didn't I? So 1000J. We go down to the end of the words. We do 0 to get to the beginning. We do capital A to get to the end and enter insert mode. We escape. And then we type P, which is awesome. That's whatever we deleted becomes part of our clipboard, I guess. And then what else? There's definitely one more thing. Oh yeah, the capital U and then U undo stuff, and then R, the like whole file tree for undoing. This is like okay, so 4 or 5 crazy things that Vim does. I think I'm compelled to come back and use it. Definitely for this tutorial for the stream, I'm going to be doing it. But just in general, I think Vim's compelling. So it was stupid of me to just like ignore it for so long. Really not even giving it a second thought, because I thought like, oh, Vim, that's old technology. Maybe old is pretty good. Anyway, thank you, Michael C. Pierce and Robert K. Ware, and Charles Smith. Yeah, thank you guys for making Vimtutor, apparently. Here we go. Shout out. And thank you, creators of Vim. This is a pretty cool tool. I'll come back to this. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna go have, got something else to do this afternoon. Peace. Enjoy your afternoon too. Thanks. See ya.